Welcome, Tabletop Theater.
Uh-oh.
New episode, Into the Mountains. Or what do we call it?
Into the mountain.
Into the Mountain. We oversee first this long long this long road, and it's on a cliffside, similar to last time, except on this cliffside, it's nighttime and it's raining. There's a little bit of lightning and thunder going on, and there's this caravan with six horses and a driver just racing down. The camera zooms into it, and it's just racing along close to like the cliff edge, and it's going dangerously fast. The camera cuts to a little bit further back, revealing a long stretch of road along cliffside and off towards the distance, where it starts evening out. Flash of lightning. In that flash of lightning, in a little street silhouetted in the background, other riders in pursuit. The camera zooms in to those riders, getting closer, closer, 15, 20 feet. One of them gets close. One of them, one of them on horseback, bangs into the carriage as it starts shifting, and then another horseman, still dark silhouetted, climbs next to it and starts jumping off of the horse and hangs on to the actual caravan and starts climbing up. Cut to one of the windows of the caravan, inside of the caravan, opens up and a figure steps out, ready to defend this caravan. Cut to Zathras coming out of the window. Describe yourself, what you look like, and what you would want to do as your next action.
Well, I'm a rather large, 6'8" half orc, who is really pissed off because somebody has decided to hop on our wagon, and I don't appreciate that, or our caravan, or whatever you called it. And I decide I'm going to try and remove parts of his body with a battle axe.
Fantastic. Take a swing.
Yeah.
15 against a thug. With this.
How do you get 15 out of that?
Battle axe. You got a 15.
That was me a 13.
Really? Oh no, you're right. I'm looking at somebody else. I scrolled all the way down. Yeah, you hit a 13.
Scroll down. Keep scrolling down.
13 hits. You with 10 slashing damage. You instantly, this figure, briefly silhouetted as just right when you strike, lightning strikes and it reveals you with your axe swinging, and this dude just falls in a splatter of blood, revealing briefly, just most in silhouette, everything but the face still in silhouette. It's just a human figure, normal leather clothing, dark leather clothing, briefly, and then falls onto the next part of the road. Meanwhile, some more of them towards you. Arrows start rolling towards you. Camera cuts to on the opposite side. Another one of these horses climbing against the side, and another person is climbing up. Another opening opens up in the windows, and out comes Roddy. Roddy, describe yourself, your character, and your next actions.
So, yeah, Roddy pokes his head out, and you just see the glint in his eye and a smile on his face. The elven ears poking out through the long blonde hair, and he's target practice there, and draws out an arrow, and he just, is there any target within sight?
Oh, so many. There's four more that you could see in this brief near lighting on horses coming towards you.
Okay.
A couple of them like have riders already on the back of them that are coming in from further behind. It's just the ones that are only on single horse. There's four more coming towards you, and there's one already hanging onto the caravan near you.
I'm gonna aim towards the horseman. I'm gonna aim for the lead there.
Fantastic. Roll it.
Yeah. I'll shoot with my longbow.
That hits.
With a shot of 6. For the
In
damage.
damage.
On the one end, it hits him, and you could see him like stuttering, and he slows down, but he's still hanging on. He's still hanging on to the on horseback.
But I've got an extra attack, so I'm just gonna quickly draw, just as quick as that one goes off. Thump, thump. Next one.
Fantastic, and you're doing this while like you're hanging out completely out of the window, and your legs are just holding yourself inside.
I've somehow like, you'll see I've like there probably is like I've got my leg hooked up and it's just holding myself, and I'm just like leaning out.
Fantastic.
Like that. I think that's not gonna hit though. 10
with a 10, with because he started going back and reared. He's like, the horse gets in front of it. I mean, it nearly hits the horse and just flanks him, but he uses the horse's neck to like deflect it off, and he's still riding backwards. And don't get me wrong, he's still struggling to get an arrow out of his chest, but he's fallen back. Meanwhile, the three others surge forward. Cut to inside of the carriage, Kalimac. Zoom in on you. Please describe yourself, your character, and what you would like to do next.
Inside the carriage is this little, less than 3 feet tall, squattling of a halfling, hair almost completely shaven. There's like a few, some has grown more than the bald head he has. This wicked grin on his face, a small crossbow in hand, going, "Aye, baby!" Time for shoulder!
All right, there's other windows that you could cut in out of. You could come on to the front. You got multiple targets.
Yeah.
Aim at somebody and take your shot.
So, jumping out through the window, shooting the crossbow midair at the nearest target. Let's see how that goes.
There's one of these dudes that's still climbing up, hanging on to the side. I mean, you're right next to him, and he sees the camera cuts to it comically.
No. He's climbing up. Kalimac is jumping out the window on top of him, pointing the crossbow at his head and pulling the trigger.
Fantastic.
While standing on top of him. Yeah, that's it. That is how he's gonna do it. Boom! Fire!
Not with disadvantage, because that would have been hilarious. But fantastic. And as he falls backwards, you can do a little leap to land on top of the carriage next to Zathras. The camera cuts in, zooms in on all three of you, just hanging on Roddy with the crossbow, Kalimac on the top with his little hand.
Roddy has a crossbow?
I'm sorry.
Longbow.
No, longbow. Kalimac with the crossbow in hand, and Zathras with what was that? A hammer or
battle axe?
Battle axe. Viciously, the camera zooms in. cut to titles of blazing title, into the mountains. Camera does a little swirly special effects, blah blah blah. Cut to once again the rest of the characters coming up. You have 3 on horseback coming, and four more with 2 riders each behind, and they're just chasing you. The camera zooms in closely, past you into the inside of the carriage, where there's a little chest with something, and it's well secured, and this is something that you're carrying back or taking, protecting this, and these guys are after it, and you know it, and you have to get away and stop them. Cut to once again all 3 of you. What would you like to do? Let's make this a group effort thing. With the DC, since you guys are on level 5 now, you need 3 successes, only 3 successes, to hit 15. As a group challenge, what would you guys like to do?
Take the lead, boys.
I wish I had better range stuff that I didn't mind losing.
You can use things that are not attacks. This is a
And you
skill
could
check.
also defend yourself against them coming in and even getting close to you, because they're going to be moving out as a group.
Well, my best feat would be something to do with strength. So I'm going to be more than happy to let them catch up and just grab them and throw them off.
Fantastic. Roll me a what's called the athletics or acrobatics. Athletics, if you have it.
Yes, I do. Oh no!
So
Missed
close.
by 1.
I knew I should have gone into rage, but oh well.
You still can.
No, I didn't go into rage.
All right. Well, we'll get into rage in the next portion.
I'm not actually, no, that would be on an attack, not an athletics. So
It gives you advantage. You know what? We want this because we're here to show off what you do. This is so you'd get pissed, you'd get raged, and then you would have advantage on this. So I'm allowing it.
okay.
I'm allowing it because this is a group challenge. And as they start getting closer, they're about to like overwhelm you, and you could tell that there's 3 or 4 of them getting on you. The other 4 are catching up, and there's 3, 4 of them ready to get on the that are actually on the caravan. They just got to you too quickly, and it looked like it was going to be dark, and then you just get pissed off. No, and you just shift them off and start swinging, and the 4
I grab one and toss it at the others, hopefully knocking. Let's play bowling with baddies. That's it.
Fuck yeah, that's exactly what happens. All right, boom, and you can see them start falling off. But meanwhile, on the other side, the rest of them are starting to get closer. And the entire time, you start seeing as arrows start coming down from above you. As the camera tilts up, and along another ridge above you, there's some more riders, all with like longbows and like, in silhouette. Far away, but they're there. Who else would like to contribute?
I think the next thing, I'm going to hate suggesting it, but I'm going to actually, the horses that they're on, are they riding abreast, or is there one in the lead and they're more like forming a triangle?
What works better for you?
I've just got this image that they kind of like, they're all trying to verge in, so there's at least a kind of, a wedge formation.
Yeah, they're getting closer and closer as they get closer to the caravan because they want to converge on you. Yes.
So I'm just going to think I'm going to be really nasty, and it's like, take out one, instead of going for the horseman, shoot at the horse.
All right.
and I'm hoping that by taking out one of them, it's going to
Trips up the rest of them.
Yeah.
More bowling.
Absolutely.
Go for the head pin.
The camera zooms in closely upon your face as you draw the arrow back. It looks towards how you're aiming. It zooms in closely on the horse and then on the horse's legs.
Yeah.
And you're waiting. You hold your breath. You cut. 2, 1, 2, 3.
Right.
You let go and roll.
Maybe not.
You hit a bump.
Yep.
Whee! There goes the arrow.
That's
You hit a
two
bump,
failures.
and now you're, because you were holding on
that's one.
with one leg, and like at an angle, it's now tangled up, and the leg underneath you, slipped with that big bump, and you are now hanging by just barely like the rope that you were hanging on inside. So you have you're tangled up in like a curtain or something that you're using as bracing on the inside of the cart, but that's just one leg inside of the window. The rest of you is just flopping around, and you're just getting dangerously close. Like your head, you just see road, and you're holding your bow outward, and it's tensing your muscles so that the bow does not get lost. Meanwhile, your arrows are starting to like slip and shift, and they may start like popping out. Cut to Kalimac. What would you like to do?
Kalimac
It should
produces.
count as 2 failures, but we'll see how this works.
Kalimac swaps his crossbow for a whip, pulling it off of the hip, snapping it in attention, and yelling out, "You worthless scours! You have no idea who you're facing. I am the champion of 3 arenas. I am Kalimac Brandagan, and you will face your doom!" And that's an intimidation.
Fantastic. Do it. Roll it.
Oh,
Give me a 15 or higher.
let's see how it goes. Right. There we go.
10.
Oh my God.
We all failed. That's
You
Two
could
of
see
us
the
failed.
you could
Two of us
you could s- you could see the that's outside of my window.
You make me look outside my window.
That's 2 failures. They're determined. You see the determined look, like as they say, they're like, toss out the devour stone, and we'll let you live. As a return, and then you could see, they start moving forward again. In those 4 that were converging, they start getting close. They start getting closing in again and start bumping into the caravan just to like make it swift and sway and moving back and forth, making cut to Roddy's just starting to slam. Meanwhile, you're still like the road is dangerously close. They're trying to make you fall. Kalimac, you're almost like trying to hold on. They're trying to make you like lose your grip. You have 1 success, 2 failures. Who wants to go next?
I've learned a lesson from Roddy. I'm going to try to do what he did with an arrow, but I'm going to use a much longer and pointier arrow, aka a javelin.
Jeez.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I succeeded.
So they start converging, and again, the lead, ready to like ram you from behind, and that's when you like bring out the javelin, and in slow motion, you just whack it against the lead horse, and it twists, falters, and starts rolling. Meanwhile, taking out three of them behind that also like their horses trip up on them. The rest of them like sway off in a fan and like fall way behind. 2-2. Snack.
Those were 19s, by the way, I think. Oh, no, it's damage that gets increased. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Learning barbarian.
You've separated plentifully now, and you can almost see like success is close to view. If you could just make it towards this opening up
fuck it.
ahead. You can just go.
Since the whip is doing nothing, place it back on belt. The target the lead rider. No. Target the rider's horse. The horse leg.
Fantastic. Throw me one, it's the last thing. They're all starting to converge one more time, and they have one more cluster, and they're going for one more go. And it's at this pivotal point when you start going around the corner, and you think you could just get them, and if this would cause a major spill that would be bad.
Yay!
Boom! It hits the horse, the lead horse. This when they're going around the corner, he spills. The rest of them follow, and they were too close to that cliff edge around that corner, and they start going over. And it's harder now to stop because it's an incline. Meanwhile, you guys are already on the incline, going so fast that the horse is just like, the rider head is going like, did we lose him? Are we good to go? Cut to you just with your back turned to the rider as you're still looking at the enemies. Roddy is hanging on to, starting to climb up himself from the side of the road. In the background, all these horsemen are like stopping and like trying to help everybody out and stopping from going over the cliff because it's now harder because of the angle, and they're tripping up and they're just being left in the far dust.
I'll help Roddy back in.
There you cut to you guys helping each other back into the caravan. Safety has been reached. Cut to the interior.
Okay, big boys. Let's get this job done.
Anybody? And you hear the driver. Anybody hurt?
No,
Down
we're
again.
okay. Just Roddy's a little embarrassed about that one shot he tried to make.
The caravan bounced.
Oh, now he's blaming you.
Yeah, sorry about that. Well, I'll take you to your rendezvous point in the next hour or two. We're real close.
That's
And
what
just
she
in time
said.
as well. Cut to or fade away into an interior bar where a hooded figure is there's a hooded figure with a few mugs set out and one of those big pitchers full of fresh beer. The camera pulls back a little bit to reveal Roddy, Kalimac, and Zathras. This is maybe a few hours later. You're meeting with your contact.
Glug, 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 glug.
There you go. You take your big swig. Was the mission a success?
Yes. Are we hissing?
Roddy's just sipping away at a wine glass of some red. And he's just going, and he's just looking over the others. And he's just going, I can't believe you can drink that swell.
Ah, it's a lot better than we got at the arena in Swindon.
If it's liquid, I'll drink it.
Yeah, he's got the spirit. You elves are just too prissy about these things. Am I right, boy? Fist up the Zathras. Like, yeah.
So Kalimac is a smaller or what class? What race is Kalimac?
Halfling!
Halfling.
So I
Fantastic.
say that, I'm a halfling. The squad of a
I'm just
halfling.
rehearing it again. That's all. I'm rehearing it again.
He only half heard you the first time.
Let's go. Hey.
And then this figure, still hooded figure, pulls out a little bundle from next to him, starts unwrapping. It just pulls out a bundle and places his hands on it, and you can tell now the hands they're sort of like they're the features what the camera catches between the features of their hooded figure, but they still catch a lot of these elven features: the long ears, the elongated chin, long slender fingertips. Roddy is very very much into it. In fact, this has a little bit of that little lisp. Places this accent from the southern parts of Exandria. Anyways, I've brought what we agreed on, the reward. Show me the stone.
All right.
Show her.
You got the stone.
Show her the stone. Sorry, I'm not Yoda.
You're not?
Yes. Okay, I will show her this.
Sorry, there's apparently a car's getting towed out here.
Is it yours?
Shit!
Hopefully not.
No, I don't think so. Mine's in the garage, and I
You
haven't.
think so?
Yeah. Anywho, he quickly closes the lid and opens up the bundle. Make sure that nobody else at this inn is looking. And now the camera, focuses back, and there's maybe one or two people in the far background. It's customers. You're in like this inn. It's middle of the night. It's dark, and you guys are far in the corner with your backs, to everybody. Very as much privacy as you can get. But still, he seems very nervous. Okay. And he unrolls the like the blanket that he had, and it's a big chest. Lifts it up, and again, just the shining light of gold and gems, and roughly about 100 and no, let's say there's about 450 gold here,
150.
and it mixed in like golds and gems. The Arcanum Pacifico thanks you. And also, he slides over a piece of a letter for you to read after I've departed.
Yeah, sure. Now I can drink while drunk. I mean, read while drunk. I can
Are,
drink while drunk, but...
Are
read
we
while
going to
drunk.
get the rest of the letter, or is it just the part of the letter? Just kidding.
It's a parting letter, dumbass.
A parting letter. Sorry. Intelligence 9. I'm not the brightest tool in the
Shed.
bathtub. Oh, that makes more sense.
So he says, room and board have been paid for. Wash, if you wish, and transportation out of the city.
I'm pretty
must
sure
leave now.
Zathras nature was.
Not the one who almost fell on their ass, but okay.
We thank you for your services, and goodbye. And with that, he gathers up that same bundle. He just does a little switch, his chest for your chest, bundles it back up, puts it in a canvas bag that's on his hip, rolls the robes over him, puts down his hood a little further, and just walks out the door nonchalantly, leaving you with a rolled up scroll, and it's a letter rolled up, and you can see where it's nicely folded in on itself. And it has the official seal and the wax of the A and the P, like close, like the Arcanum Pontificals, usual secret symbol.
Aye.
But you're 450 gold richer. Another mission successful. And what would you like to do?
First of all, I think we should read the letter.
I,
Then the routes on me.
I think we should get Roddy to read the letter.
Yes.
Because
If
you're
there's
drunk.
something else I'm good at, is being posh and reading letters.
Wow, it's so noisy outside. I'm sorry, guys.
Take like a wee hunting knife out from the boot and just flip that away at the wax.
And in Roddy's voice, you hear, the Arcanum Pontifical. Actually, in Luna's voice, which is another contact, which is another contact within the Arcanum Pontifical that you hear, reads, and you can see kind of like a half overlay of her like talking directly at the camera at you guys, while it's being the other part is the letter so that it's visually appealing, etc. The Arcanum Pontifical appreciates your help, and something new has come up. Since you're in the area, and you're of a very particular skill set, we have a new mission for you. If you choose to accept, meet in the city of Craghammer at the Minas Tavern, close to the mines. There you shall meet Luna, and she will give you further details. This mission...
Are you trying to do the Mission Impossible thing?
Yeah. This mission will pay up to 3,000 gold for success. But it is time sensitive. You have until the 15th of September of this year to arrive there, which is in about 2 weeks. There, at the Minas Tavern, towards the mine entry, meet with Luna. She will give you further instructions.
This scroll will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
This scroll will self-destruct in 5 seconds, and you've seen this before. You already have like put it out in the middle of something, and it goes disappears.
At least we're not getting disavowed. They didn't mention that this time. That's good.
So,
Guess we're off to Craghammer. Where are we, by the way?
let's check this map real quick. I have the wrong one on me. Where was I? Give me a second. We're in Taldore. Let me zoom in.
Craghammer.
Yeah, there's Craghammer. You would have been the Cliffkeeper Mountain. So you're like right about there. In fact, I could probably draw a little thing. Ah, here we go. You're in the city of Whiteback, which is closer, to the Cliffkeep Mountains. You just basically have to go from there to there, which isn't too. This is just a couple, probably take you a couple of days. Travel.
Red line on the map. Yeah. Okay.
Woohoo!
All right. We've got 2 weeks to get to somewhere. We should be within 2 days of us, but
That means we can go shopping.
We're really big, though.
We have
So that's-
450 coins to
It's-
spend.
It seems like it's about 2 steps, given the size of our characters.
I just put them there so that you could,
Yeah.
you know, be like, okay, here's our
Yeah.
characters, here's what there are, etc., etc. All right, so, as you're saying this, dissolve in time, as you know, like we'll do the usual Indiana Jones, doing the little red line through the cliffs. And this is a little comedic circling around and getting lost and then coming back. Then back to Crackhammer. To Crackhammer. And within Crackhammer, it's a mountain city, just like what you've real similar to what you've been to. It's the outside, it's a lot of wood, lot of lumber, huge pieces, houses built out of like big, gigantic pieces of lumber mixed in with stone. And the roofs are there's snow. It snows a lot, so there's a lot of like areas for like communal fire pits, communal log houses, big stone architectures to protect against the weather. Things here that will last a lot of seasons. And stone, cold, rugged people here surviving, and a lot of dwarves. There's dwarf is the main population here. So a lot of everything for those of you of the taller variety will have to like hunch down, or you know, like you'll be dwellings will be or are smaller. So Kalimac will be a lot more at ease, but it'll be a little bit tougher for Roddy and Zathras. However, you find yourselves in one of these bigger type communal log houses, and asking around. You've over, you know, the little quick montage of you guys asking around, you know, looking for signs when you see when you're directed towards a specific shrine. There's a shrine of the Dawnfather there. And as you enter this shrine of the Dawnfather, and inside of this shrine, it's like a big church, very carved into the actual mountain. There's a lot of section in the top where it's open to the elements, covered in glass, but the sunlight falls through beautifully at different times of the day. It'll hit different, and it's angled in such a way that still the snow falls from it constantly. So it's a really cool, beautiful area, and it's quiet and serene. It has an echoey as you step forward. And there at the front, you see like you see a fully elven, almost pale white lady dressed in ceremonial robes of blue and gold, and it's blue, mostly blue, light blues with a little bit of gold accents here and there, and her hair is pale, almost pale white. She's still very young and beautiful looking, and she turns around and greets and sees you. Ah, I have been expecting you. Welcome. We will have privacy here. Please, come in. Are you weary from your travels? And she invites you in, and there's areas to sit down, big, long, kind of like beanbag areas, but they're obviously medieval beanbags. Giant cushions, big pillows all around the floor, and different sections. Meanwhile, there's still parts of the shrine, and there's little things. Is there anything I can do to get you from after your long voyage?
Which was not that long, but anytime here is good.
Hey, a good dwarven ale will soothe all the ails.
Yes, of course. It is quite plentiful here, and
Thanks.
she quickly returns back with four pitchers. I mean, four glasses, beautifully crafted. They're like not they're elven design. Usually reserved for what's like for elven wine.
Mhm.
Roddy recognizes that this is usually what's reserved for like elven wine or special spirit, and she's serving from the a dwarven pitcher into the elven like special glasses that are very decorative.
Someone's doing sacrilege, and I love it.
So we're getting a fairly high-ranking person from the Arcanum Pontifical to serve as our waitress. Okay, good plan.
Meanwhile,
want you-
meanwhile, Kalimac is eating a pretzel.
Don't fill up on one pretzel.
I want you to be at ease. The task that we are asking of you this time is dangerous and is only suited for want of your martial class. We have been having trouble inside of the mines of Craghammer. Deep within, there has been a criminal element that has been getting bolder and bolder. But what is worse, we normally dismiss such things and leave the local governments to deal with. But this gang in particular has with them a strange possession that we wish to recover. We do not know much, but we suspect, and from our other spies and methods, we think it is an ancient artifact, very dangerous in the hands of any man, especially in the hands of these bandits.
What does it do?
Asking
It
the
does.
important questions, eh?
I mean,
It does a
no
great
intelligence.
many dangerous things. It is called, and with this, she looks down one more time, and you didn't notice previously, but like you've been feeling like this safe and warmth, and like there's been like this nice little in the camera. There's been this nice little glowing effect. Like when you put the Vaseline on the screen, so that everything has that nice little romantic look. It's an
Something I've
effect.
never done.
Okay, well, it's an old time. For instance, when filming Vertigo, the outdoor scenes, like it's a thing where it doesn't matter. Everything looks very beautiful and romantic. It's a spell under effect, and she does this thing one more time, and the spell effect continues one. You could see it like bold in as she's saying, we are under a cone of silence, the cone of silence.
Get smart. Yeah.
And she unrolls out these tomes and scrolls, and she starts laying them down, and she starts pulling out this book, and she starts showing. This is the horn of Orcus.
I was expecting the deck of many things.
No,
It does
This-
many things.
this is the horn of Orcus. It has been lost in these mines, thought to have been lost here in the mines of Crackhammer for a very, very long time, millenniums. It is origins of demonic origins. It is ultimately a horn that can call forth and break open the gates of hell. When used in the right hands, these simple bandits, I do not know how they are using it, but they have been causing a lot of problems for the local government, things that they cannot handle. Once we have heard of this, we have asked for the mines to be closed down and for everybody to take, to separate and keep this area cordoned off while we send somebody to investigate. We do not want to take any chances. Your mission is to eliminate the gang in its entirety. The head of the gang, is Hector. And she starts pulling out like wanted posters, showing again, like spreading out on the table, a wanted poster.
Is Hector one of these dandies?
Hector is an orc war chief.
No.
He comes from the Badlands, and it's strange that it is unusual that he has made his way inside of the mountains, but he has made an alliance with the what are they called? Underdwarves, black dwarves. Duergar. There we go. And a few other bandits. We have heard that he possesses a powerful horn that he uses for his commands.
Carlos, you probably should watch out because they sound like they're coming for you.
Oh my goodness. First they tow my car, now they're oh my goodness.
Is that police or fire?
It's the police.
Okay.
I think it's the police. And there's the door rings. Wow. It's so bad. I apologize.
It's just amusing to me.
Wee woo, wee woo. Yes, Froggy.
And so we want the entirety of his gang eliminated, and we want the horn back. Do this, and we will reward you with 3,000. These men are dangerous. This is why I'm looking for you, more of a martial sort. We have a few supplies to help you, as usual, should you choose to accept his mission.
Any doubt?
They come all this way. I'm living without me gold. Hey.
I have been told that you are very, very capable.
We're either capable or we're dead.
Good. It seems that Illura has sent the right people.
What the heck is Luca?
Allura. Another one of these cute elf chicks. Very nice. High up in the Arcanum Pensophical.
Ah, you have a thing for the elves, eh? No wonder you hang out with her. Pointing at Roddy.
Just because.
Just because Roddy's an elf doesn't mean he's a her. He's a her?
No, just because I'm a half elf doesn't mean I know every other elf. Or that I would get on with any other elves.
I just thought he had a house for you.
No.
Well then.
Eh, my mistake.
Luna, on the other hand, never mind.
Well then, here's, and she produces a few like supply bags, a couple of supplies, and directs you. Let me show you the mines. You will need a guide to bring you in. And then past that, it is on your own for you to find.
You have a map of the mines?
And she's sure do. Pulls out a. Actually, let's pull out a map of the mines.
Woo.
Let's see if I could pull this off.
Technological progress.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a map. Mine.
That's funny.
I know.
Oh, I've seen this one before.
Yeah, I'm reusing everything.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
Whoa.
I just moved it. My bad. Should I have not? Oh, hang on. I'm going to move it back. Sorry. There we go.
Everything moving. Everything is moving. Everything's gonna kill me one of these days.
So, as you can see here, this is where we think their base is at, and you can enter from there or there.
You see, either through the water or through the tunnel.
Didn't see any pings. Where can we enter? Here, you said? Ping?
Ah,
Yeah.
there's the water,
And the other entrance is...
the dry one up in the north.
Oh, okay, I didn't even see the north.
Either through the water or the dry land.
And which of the squares is where they're normally hiding out? The
We
purple
are
one?
unsure. We have seen them moving back and forth many times. From one area to the other. At least, that is what our... as much as we can tell. This is deep in the mines. Deep under the mountain. Many scrolls cannot look there. Many spies cannot as well. It is difficult. So we have our ways.
So, you need us to go in, kick those bastards' asses, get out with the horny thing. Gotcha.
You asked Arena to look and see where they are. Call back to previous episodes.
This is as far as she can penetrate.
Yeah, let me guess. The mountain itself is holding it back. Could be. There's big
Craghammer
magic things in there.
is one of the remnants of one of the ancient gods that has died. We are literally drilling deep magic and coming back with things.
I was about to ask, what do they mine there? Oh, it's god guts.
Yeah. Sounds valuable.
There are many strange things, but for some as fearsome as you, I would not worry. Anyways, any last questions?
What's in the supplies? Healing potions. I mean,
Yes, there are healing potions. There is a set of healing. There's a few healing potions. Set of 2 of the 4d4. 4d4.
44 plus 4?
I don't know. That's way too much. The 2d4 plus 4. Is that
2d4
right?
plus 4.
What's the medium? What's the? Forget what the strengths of them are.
Yeah, I don't have the Game Master's Manual.
cure light, cure medium, cure serious, cure
Yeah.
critical. Cure. Oh my fuck! I'm about to die. And
You're
I don't know what
hilarious.
the- Cure Raider.
We'll come up. We'll deal with it when we deal with it.
Okay.
Curator.
So there's the usual rope, lights, torches, uh, uh, low batteries. If you want them, there's a couple of
Rocky Talkies.
Rocky Talkies. Yep, a couple of Rocky Talkies for free. Shenanigans, things that you might need going into the mine, plus the map and healing potions. Extra arrows for you, Roddy. Since a few of the arrows got lost on the way over here. And with that, you can gather any last minute things that you may want. Spend some, you have room and board. There's food prepared for you. You can head out, and in the morning, whenever you're ready, there's there's somebody to lead you down the mines. A dwarf by the name of. Oops, I lost it. Gotta bring it back up. Give me 1 second. Come on.
Bombs for clearing and creating cave-ins. Yeah, that's it, Froggy.
What's up?
Bombs for clearing or creating cave-ins.
That might cost you way too much.
The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch.
All right. So we have Dorian Frostmail as your guide.
Okay.
But anything you want to do to prep before we go?
A nice nap.
Just a nice nap.
Well, we're going tomorrow morning anyway, so right.
So cut to him. In the morning time, we'll fade away from this as you guys are doing your morning routines of getting ready and for an adventure. Having a hearty breakfast, well, the stretches, weapon sharpening, things like that. Getting any last minute supplies packed away, tightening up boot belts. When in the morning, once at the table where you're having your breakfast meal, and you're all fully like loaded and ready, in walks in to like in the inn, a shorter dwarf, red beard, and the usual mining helmet, but it's a functional. It's like the dwarves here; they almost all wear helmets, and it's almost tradition anytime you're underground, you always wear helmets. And
It's
they're
a
both
dwarven helmet with a headlight.
there are many functional variations of it. Some have the headlamps, some have the like armor for actual mining and protection. Other ones are just more decorative. It's very traditional. And anyways, he comes in with a big red beard. All right now. Who is coming with me?
Aye, it's one of the pirate dwarves. We're coming with you.
I'm Dorian. You must be Zathras by the look at you. And Roddy. And Kalimac. All right. You've been briefed on what to expect, right?
Trouble.
Exactly. Now, this is say it's something above what we can handle, and I'm not sure about that, but the local government's told us to stand back and stand down. Let you all handle this. So I'm just gonna guide you in, and that's it. Between you and me, you need any backup, just let me know.
Beep, beep, beep.
Anyway.
Backing up.
I'll take you through. I'll take you through the mines. Got everything prepared and sealed off. It'll take us about 45 minutes to get through. And he starts walking you through the city, like talking. And the city here it's all underground, so everything's built into the mine. Like entering into where you're at, it's like this massive hole that's big enough to, I know, like giants made giants made these entrances in towards the mountains. And so it's room above the sunlight cuts through and many sections. There's rerouting. There's lighting in a lot of areas rerouted through the actual sunlight by reflective tubes and mirrors, as well as almost everywhere there's moonstones set up, flame torches. There's always a present heat of like uh something like an anvil, like not like a smithery, constant heat coming out of the mountain as you venture in. And there's dwarves and everybody just working, going around their business. Some selling all these strange things. And at a certain time, after about 10 minutes of walking, it's now no more outside light. Whatever sunlight there was is gone. It's now just reflected through outlets of the through the caverns. That same piping of light is lighting up different areas. There's also fungi that are different colors, red, blue, green, that help illuminate the area too. They've been it's almost like a garden naturally built in on purpose to provide light through these tunnels.
What was the name of our dwarven guide again?
Dorian.
Dorian Frostmail.
Okay, he's a fun guy.
Yes. I was thinking the exact same joke. But you got there first. Bonus points to you.
Bonus nachos.
No nachos.
Yeah, we had them for breakfast.
So on occasion we'll dig into and find a new area to explore in the mines, and everything will be fine. But lately they've been like intentionally blocking off a very specific section of the mine, and we couldn't go in. It's almost like they're looking for something. Sorry, voice is changing up. It's almost like they're looking for something that we cannot fathom. But any attempts to stop them or move forward has been met back with extreme violence. They've hurt over 20 of our guards and miners.
You should hire older people. Stop hiring minors.
Fantastic. All right, so from this point
That's
forward,
a bit of a low blow, mate.
it takes you to the section, and from here you look at there's like a big old section of the map that's similar to what you guys are looking at. Where would you like to come in from? The top or from the water? I could guide you to either side.
I think the top is probably.
I fancy. I
I'm not
like
a
to have
fish.
a bath.
You may need one.
Mainly because you sprayed on your stink.
Okay.
Plus, I don't think they're gonna expect us to come through the water.
I suppose.
So it's 1-on-1.
How deep is the water?
What was that?
How deep is the water?
Well, it's an underground river. It's about waist deep, but it could carry you pretty hard and harshly.
Waist deep for a dwarf would be neck deep for me.
So it goes up to my knees. Okay.
Basically, yeah.
You can ride on my shoulders if you want. If you can handle the smell.
What about the elf? What does the elf think? Dry,
Yeah, okay.
wet?
Dry or wet, Roddy?
No, that might be a good idea. Going in from the water. I don't know that they'd expect it.
It's coming in by the water. Just out of curiosity, how have you tried approaching the area in the first place previously?
Yes. That's why we've been repelled back. We haven't tried in the last week. We've been under strict orders not to move forward.
But have you been coming from the top, or have you been approaching using the river?
We've always made main entrance.
So the river is separate from the main entrance.
Yes.
Well, that's the point.
So
Luna advised us to leave that open as a avenue for you.
For entry or for escape?
I would have the reasons suspecting is if they've been repelling attacks from the entrance, the main entrance, they're more likely to have their guards looking there. But if there's been no attacks from the river, they may not be keeping an eye on it.
My point exactly.
Okay, you convinced me. Intelligence 9, easy to convince.
Well,
Water
then.
it is.
And as you can see, like where you're at right now is like through the front entrance is been blocked off with big massive doors with chains, and someone like they're locking them in. He says, "All right, well, follow me this way then." And another 15-minute drive, a 15-minute walk where it's a bigger area, and there's along these mines there's railroad, lots of railroad, at least 4 sets of tracks where push carts or railroads. They look like railroad carts, but push tracks can
I
be
do
pushed
believe we
through.
are being railroaded.
Moving forward and there's plenty of light in here, and other areas are marked off section 13, section 15. You're going up to 20, 23. A lot of these tracks are moving now closer toward the rivers because there's a good entrance there. Where from there's a section where the water is used to power a lot of gears and machinery and stuff like that. And Dorian brings you into the back. Now this is a bit of the back area. And he opens access areas that is towards the back end of the machinery. It shows a river going underneath, and there's a lot of little planks and small bridges and things to help maintain water flow and gear turning and things like this, because they're using this underground river to run a lot of different machineries, and this is the whole back section for it, but you're following along the river section. This is as far back as I've been told to go. From this point forward, you're on your own. Follow the river for the next bit, and well, you'll know when you get there. It'll be clearer as day.
All right.
And with that, he closes up this back section. You can hear like locking click, click, click mechanisms. Use the walkie talkies to let me know when you're ready to be picked up. And you hear that coming over your walkie talkie itself.
Roger, Roger.
Over and out.
Yeah. I guess these are better as throwing weapons.
So, the river is flowing, and it's fierce, and it's not too bad at some sections, and it opens up and it closes down. You can hear little bits of waterfall, and you can hear the constant grinding of machinery going. There's access panels that you could walk across, or almost like a cliffside built into the cliff wall, close to above the water. There's ropes and ladders, but as you start going further and going down and going past it, the terrain gets more difficult and less workman friendly. Let's do a couple of let's do a couple of rules just to move on these rickety ropes and without losing your balance. Let's do some dexterity saving throws. See how well you traverse
Not
across this.
acrobatics.
Or acrobatics, if you got. No, wait. These are no.
Acrobatics
Actually.
would be literally this type of situation.
Yeah.
Tightrope
Let's do.
walking.
I'd rather do athletics, but I know that doesn't count. 'Cause that's
Unless
Athletics?
you
not
hang
dex.
from the ropes and
Dex or dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. Athletics and dexterity are the same rule.
Acrobatics is the strength-based one, right?
no, the athletics.
No,
is the
no.
strength-based one.
Sorry, acrobatics is the same as dex. Well, okay, I'll just click dex. It doesn't matter. I have no idea what I rolled. 16. I have the worst dex. Oh, you guys rolled acrobatics. Okay, I'm not skilled in that.
No, I rolled acrobatics. He rolled dex, and
So did I. You
Yeah.
have a +8 dex save? Wow.
that's one impressive dex save.
Yeah.
Somebody has 20 in dexterity.
Yes.
So for Roddy, even though Roddy is more of an outdoorsy, or maybe not. You're flowing through this really nicely, and Kalimac in particular is just like moving. I mean,
One
It's-
time we had a tightrope walking competition on the arenas. It was fun, especially fighting on the midpoint. There was a
plus it's to your advantage too, because everything's just at your height level.
hey, I can actually chat with these guys while walking on the ropes. Hey,
I could probably just walk through the river, but okay.
It's you're at some point once we start losing this point, we're getting to one more section now where it's just the actual river, and there's sections where it widens up. There's others where there is like a section where it acts like a little waterfall or like rapids where there's a whole bunch of rocks and things. So you have to now. I'm going to want to have a Constitution saving throw from all of you, as from this point forward, it's just going through the river, and it's like more of a okay. I'm holding myself to make sure that I don't get carried off or get too banged up, or use my strength and energy correctly to stay above and afloat as well as possible. A Constitution saving throw. Fantastic. Blinky.
we're still missing
And-
an elf.
He's rolling
14.
14. All right. Well, the DC was 13, so Fang is fine now. Although you're using it, the river is like wanting to shift and flow and throw you a lot, and you just using your hands to bounce off from like rock.
No. The
rock.
problem isn't that the river is doing things. It's that the roof is too low and he has to crouch while going through.
Yes, and for Zathras, that's a big problem because it's like making you move forward, and you're constantly just like bong, 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 and you get hit a couple times really badly. By the time you get to the end of it, you're bruised. I want you to get me let's see, you take a total of 6 bruise damage from the river.
Ouch.
Bludgeoning damage as you're like just getting tossed.
Yeah.
Bye.
It wasn't enough to make me angry, but
This is one of those annoying things. And soon enough, you find you guys just here at the river.
we're all making ding, 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 ding.
Now, you could see a section up ahead as like there's a section where it starts like flooding out and there's light up ahead from like this tunnel of where this river is going in and it's starting to open up and you could see the light coming up at this next section and it's no longer not as aggressive. How would you guys like to proceed forward, going into the entrance towards the bandit?
Options we have, yes?
Stealthily going down the river, going full force, trying to, I don't know, light, not light. Well, what's your guys' dark vision at?
Dark vision.
Halfling, I don't think gets any. Yep, halfling doesn't get any. One of the two races that don't. I'll do half elves.
Half elves.
Not noisy, but I'm not stealthy.
They do. So I'm the only one with the lighting problem.
Okay.
You can ride on my shoulders again if you want.
Are you sure? You seem a bit naked.
Yeah, just a bunch of bruises.
Yeah, okay. Just jump on the wall and jump from the wall on top of Zathras' backpack. Right. Okay. You lead. I'll get the.
It's not like you weigh
torches
very
ready.
much.
Yeah, only about 200 pounds.
For a halfling?
Yeah, that might be the 150 pounds of ammo I got.
Okay. Well, fortunately, I have a strength of 20, so I barely notice.
Barely notice. The little bear on top of me.
Bonus lambas. All right, so,
So the options are right or left, or continue on the river, but I don't think that leads anywhere.
you want stealth? You want to worry about go slowly and stealthily, and carefully, or try to catch up on with catch him? I don't know. What are we gonna do about I forgot. What are we gonna do about a light?
Well, two of us can see anyway, and the one who can't see is on my shoulders.
All right.
So I'm
You
just
can
gonna
get
listen.
you can get a light ready if you want.
I'm a light
on
party.
Well, I'll give you a stealth I'll give you a stealth. It'll raise or lower the stealth requirement if with or without a light is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
without a light.
We're not using a light, but I have one of those things ready.
Okay. Then
Sun sticks.
Roddy?
Yeah, that's the thing.
everybody roll well, let's see. Everybody roll some stealth checks. I know that Kalimac's on top, but whatever.
I'm not very good at stealth, just to let you know.
I was gonna have you roll with disadvantage because you have some on top.
Holy
but
shit.
I don't
Oh,
think
I
it's
get to
necessary.
reroll that one.
Oh boy.
There we go. Halfling bonus. Reroll 1.
And got a 9 under us.
Yeah. Frank probably should choose another character sheet to roll with.
No, I mean he's got a
plus
+5
five.
stealth. That was just a bad
I'm
roll.
just saying that he pronounces the name as Fang when it could be
Yes.
Roddy.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
my bad. No,
Oh,
it's a different.
Yeah, down at the bottom.
It's my display name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just change it to Roddy.
Underneath the chat, there is the S option, and you can change the S to something else. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, well, with that then, that's even with the 9 that balances out. But I really wanted that natural 1.
You can't have it.
All right, so now the camera cuts to now you get like you guys are being more carefully approaching the beach area. I will give you a little party a little party thing.
With a parting gift.
Um,
Hey.
Let's see. Object, circle. Let's make you guys blue for good guys.
Blue.
We blew it.
That's a good one.
All right, you guys are there. You guys are there. Roll me some. Yeah, as you guys are starting to approach. What would you like? What would you like to do?
What do we see?
Roll me some perception checks.
Oh. Another one. Whoa! I actually have something in that. Not now. I don't perceive much.
It's dark, and there's
I'm
not
not
a
seeing
lot of
Okay.
sound going.
We don't see anything.
I mean,
We're like,
without
Is that
proper
you
lights-
there, Kalimac?
Yeah, that's my bat.
Without proper light, and there's that constant echoing of the river behind you, so it's like, and it's interfering with any of the natural noises and echoes. In fact, what you hear back is like a low, as you listen into the caves, you just hear a low murmur, like a soft growl. And it's just because the river behind you is causing like this constant
That sounds
weird
like a hydra.
echoes.
Hey.
So it's still darkish and it's hard to hear because of the river.
Ah, sorry. That sounds like a hydra.
Did we decide if we wanted to go purple or down before we came in?
No.
Well, we know that whichever one we choose, it will be the wrong one.
So let's go to the one that is closer.
Exactly. That's the way things work, right?
Yes. Let's go.
Hear that, or we just actually look at, was there a clue in the name of the title?
This
Yeah,
reminds me of someone.
Oh, you mean like
Base. Yeah.
yes.
Well, one of you. I think. See if you guys have access to moving the blue
Nope.
thing.
Only you can do that.
Really? Oh, that's not cool.
I'm highlighting it and nothing is happening.
So, how about we take a little break while we figure out our technical problems?
Yeah, that's. I mean, right now we're at a perfect break time, anyways, because
Exactly.
the next part is we're at the halfway point.
So, gentlemen, have a donut, enjoy some ads, and see you in about 15 minutes.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We're back.
We're back.
Time to do some
Alright.
damage.
I hate to disappoint you, Froggy, but I made a comment that said, "Oh, I'm getting 7 ads," and Booster said, "Ads? Why are you getting ads? You're subbed." And I said, "On my laptop." Oh, so I then said I can fix that and gave myself a sub on my laptop.
Eh, well, how does it feel to be rich with Twitch subscription money.
Oh, I did something even sillier earlier on the Bearded Barons channel.
Oh, what did you do?
I gave a sub. I think I tried to give a sub to his chair. It was like the bearded chair. I just picked random names of things that were for the Baron's beard, because he's the bearded Baron. So the Baron's beard got a sub. So these random people are gonna go, why am I getting subs to this channel?
Ah, like totally unrelated people. I
Yes.
see.
Well, he's doing a subathon right now, so.
What is a subathon?
Hmm?
Is that like eating as many subs as you can?
Yes, that's it. He's up to 163 subs so far. So he's almost 7 hours into his stream, and he still has 4 hours to go. And extra subs make longer time.
Oh, okay, cool. I should do that on my channel.
How the hell do I make this?
He spins a wheel every 10 subs and has to do something really weird. He regretted putting 100 squats on his channel.
Yeah.
He couldn't move his legs afterwards. And fortunately, he actually had something on the wheel that said 2 times whatever the next spin is. And and it's like, luckily you didn't roll that first.
Yeah, this is the thing. If you're ever doing these sort of things, make sure you can potentially do those actions there. Just don't take them wholesale from someone else.
My wheel would say 3 squats, and I might survive it.
It's 3
And you
squats
wouldn't
and collapse.
and you wouldn't have double. You would have half.
One and
Half whatever is next.
excuse me. Yes, 1.5 squats, and I'm squatting down for the entire rest of the sprint because I was halfway through a squat.
or you somehow start in the squat.
Okay.
Got it.
I think I should
Complete it,
I
then
should play
boom,
like
boom.
this because I'm so short in this game. Okay, guys, what are we gonna do?
Okay, so I'm ready to continue. My
Okay,
apologies.
I'm ready, Wooster.
What are you guys doing?
Well,
Height
I'm too tall and
comparisons.
he's too short for the camera. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Froggy, it was a lot of ads because we were off. I might as well show you a lot of ads to get us a lot of moolah.
Is that how it works?
Need donuts though.
The more ads we have, the more money we make. That's how it goes. And we can show the ads while we are on a break, so nobody gets bothered by it.
The gift sub probably gave you 75 times or maybe 100 times more than the ads gave you. But
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
So we return.
We're done.
We return on the railroads because we've decided to go north, up to the
purple
the purple. Yeah, I can't even see the map because I have too many freaking windows open.
We didn't make this choice by accident. We did it on purpose.
On purpose.
Aw.
Say
So,
that again, I'm not gonna ask you a question from up here.
Approaching this area now. Again, it's still darkish. There's still there's not a lot of light and anything to go. Let's start one more stealth around the stealth checks.
Oh, not stealth again. Ooh, I rolled just below average. I always throw the halfling at them.
Seems about right. Stealth checks. Where's my stealth?
We're both really glad it wasn't disadvantaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. That brings the average back up to a good section. All right. Er, you're being careful, creeping along. You could tell that this area here has been well traveled. There is it's normally very well traveled. There's a lot of footprints going back and forth. There's almost a trail going along, and as you get closer and closer to the next section, you can tell that there's now a bright violet light, or there's some like light and glowing from the section as you approach it. You're being more careful because Um, you're starting to hear now voices, voices ahead of you as well, or sounds, or clinking, or it's hard to tell because there's still that rushing back of the river, and it keeps hearing that. It sounds weirdly echoey in this section here, or is that sound coming from the river or from up ahead? As they start moving forward, you can see like that pulsing of light, purplish light, as like arcane energies and fire are starting to glow up against the walls. It's like a geode of crystals that they've just tapped into, and it's glowing and pulsing with light and that sound. Almost like a heartbeat or something trying to get, or like a motor starting to get started. And as you approach forward, you could see there's some figures there. There's a pentagram with a big circlet, and there's, instead of like at each of the 5 points, there's like this moonstone, and it's glowing, and it's attached to this weird thing. And you see a couple of like a Duergar with a staff, mage staff, trying to incite this thing, and then the far back, resting on a big throne, looking pensively at this, is a gigantic orc war chief. Um, Purplish, darkish skin, big, meaty pauldrons. Not quite large, almost large, but definitely more than medium as a character. Bigger than Zathras would be, and he's big and round, and it looks like a. You know what? It would be like one of the characters that from characters from Star Wars, just like the Rancors. How the Rancor eats one of those
Yeah.
piggy guys, just
Yeah.
like one of those guys, except the big orc tooths and gigantic battle axe, and hanging across on a chain is this dark wooden purplish horn. Um, the camera cuts back to you guys, and still that glowing. Cut back to you as
Question.
your reaction to all of this.
Question. Does the warlord have a horn sticking out of its head? The horn
Yes.
of Orcus. It's
Yes.
attached to his forehead.
Which horn are we after?
That's exactly what's happening right now. Now, because this other horn is different. I mean, who knows? What would you guys like to do?
I guess we found the boss.
I assume you've described three people here: two clerical types working on some sort of ritual, and the big boss.
There's actually there's as you if you'd like, it's hard to tell from your angle. The camera view is different. There's more stuff happening. Make me a perception, one more final perception check. One person. who wants to crawl
Who's got-
forward and take
Who's
a
got
really
the
careful
biggest
look?
plus? I'm only
Who
plus
has
4.
the biggest bluff?
Plus, not bluff.
Ah,
When's the last time we rolled perception?
none. I got none.
What about you, John? I mean,
Oh, it's
Roddy is just gonna have.
you have
No, he's
4
3.
and 3. Yeah.
okay. I'll roll it then. Why not? Min-maxing our chances here. 13.
Zathras, the big. What are you?
Half orc.
A half orc moves forward, and you could. I mean, the big orc or chief in the far background dominates the scene, but as you start inching forward, the camera pulls down to reveal more what's happening here. There's with the 13 there, you could hear there's at least 3 other warriors that you could see here as well, that are just that are Duergar, and that are part of the gang, and part of his gang, and in the far section, far side, you hear Hector say, "So, how long until it's ready to go?" And one of the Duergar that are there, mages, "We're still days away. I don't think we need more. We need more. We need stronger crystals." Fine. We'll go get more. Gather everyone. And the 3 Duergar, he comes up as well, and as you can see now, the other mages stop making the magic happen, and the glowing stop. "I want more. I want all the crystals. Rouse up the other minds, break free. We are on time crunch. Go." And just as this is happening,
Can we hide in the shadows of the here somewhere? And if the baddie's not going with them, let them go.
We can try. We can also assassinate everyone who tries to get out, and that way the message doesn't get out either.
If we get the horn, it doesn't matter, but okay.
More dead bad guys is better.
I didn't know you were an assassin.
well, your opportunity, first thing happens, opportunity is the two the mages lower their heads and start being escorted down by two sets of warriors. By two sets of warriors that are coming by this way, away.
Stealth rolls.
And then flanked immediately back. What is the plan that you guys want to do?
First of all, hide.
Okay.
And
Roll
did
me.
it sound like the boss Hector was going to stay, or did it sound like he was going to go with them?
Here's another question: is there any indication if the horn is actually stuck to him, or is he just more like wearing it like as a piece of ornament?
He's wearing the horn around on a chain on his.
All right, so
He
It's like
happens to
this.
have
He's got it. He's got it like it's the chain he's got the chain that reaches all the way down to his chest. So
Right.
it has it's on him,
Yeah.
but the chain that you see is like it connects it through, and it's holds it down like a decorative chain that goes across his chest as well as
Right.
through his back. So it's more like it's not hanging here; it's actually on his head, but there's like
Right.
decorative chains that go down across it.
So it looks like the horn is a part of him.
Yes and no. It looks like its own thing that would normally be here, but once it's put on, it's like starting to feel. I mean, it's hard with the 13. Who knows? It's hard
Or-
to tell.
Orcs
Unless
don't
you
exactly normally
Want
have
to,
horns.
if you want to take another look, but risk a stronger stealth breakage, why don't you look for me? If you want to, take a look and peek to see a better look at this horn. This will tell you also whether he's starting to stay or whether he's on his way out. But you've only got
They are
seconds
14.
to decide. 14. You do a quick glance, and it's the camera zooms in quickly to him, and it's fused, but fused badly. It's normally its own relic thing that it's put on, and where it's normally like not quite wood, but like uh, real horn material, like nail or horn, but it's also decorated with metal and a blackish purplish metal that's infused it everywhere and where the chain would be. But you could tell that where it's stuck on its head, it's starting to burst into it, and there's trauma around the skull where it's bloodied out, but yet still pussy and growing into it. So it's like this weird mishmash of it integrating itself into its body. And now that the first thing is the he's starting he's moving along with them as well. So he's picking up he's taking it he's getting ready to get his stuff. He's standing up as well and making his way towards the door as a couple of his guards are starting to flank him as well, and he's looking at like the center of the pentagram and touching it with his hand and feeling it and just saying, soon is we'll get there soon. And he starts stomping off and looks like he's heading back. But first, here comes very clearly into view the two mages flanked by a couple of just normal dude guards, Duergars. Roll me all of you one last stealth check.
It's the final
That's-
stealth down. Du-du-du-du. It's a 999.
What is stealth unless you have advantage? Yeah. I rolled a 2.
What
As
is
you quickly
stealth?
pass back,
Baby doing her
22. Wow.
Yeah.
13.
because he went to peek, but
35.
because there's like a little section where you could take a look at. But anyways, these first few mages just like move past as well as the guards, and they start like running forward and getting ready like to throw out commands, and they disappear out of view because there's a lot of rooms that all of this can get to. And here comes Hector, Hector walking past all of you and past the camera view, especially Roddy, who's on top, and just seeing all of this happen. Kalimac and Zathras are pinned back. Zathras is a really, really big guy, so it's difficult. But everybody's passing by just normally, except for a little bit in just when he's passing by. Suddenly, Hector stops after 3, 4, 5 steps. I smell
The blood of an Englishman?
This half orc. He starts looking around, and that's when he cuts the camera, points directly at him. And now you can see that the horn that's there starts glowing brightly, and it's like this purplish dark aura. And he notices y'all.
Oh, Zathras, he's happy
both
to
of
see
you.
you.
Yeah, I
And
guess
then
so. I just had a
you
bath,
noticed-
though. Why is he smelling me?
He really sees
Yeah.
two of you, and let's roll into the
Roll
new
initiative?
map and into initiative.
Do, 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 do,
Oh, done.
do, do.
Done.
Ah, I'm again.
Roddy was more like
How
on
the hell?
Mm,
7. Sam, I think I'm going last.
You might be. Don't know.
I'll just find it funny. I'll roll low, and then you all roll lower than me. That'll be funny as hell.
No, we
So
didn't.
I gave you guys a
You got
river
plus
again.
5 and ended up with a 7.
I know.
Plus 2 and ended up with a 14. Okay.
The dice be like that.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta roll my guys, don't I?
Yes, you
That's what we were waiting for, yeah.
My bad. It's on me. The doy. Okay, here we go.
The doy.
And arc. Although this is not. Well, that's fine.
I didn't select my character first. Nope.
And
Someone's going first.
Yep.
Someone's going last.
Fantastic. All right, so the order seems to be let's see, the orc chieftain with 18. Who's next?
A. 14.
Zathras.
Yep.
Then me.
Zathras.
Then Roddy.
It's actually
Kali.
Chief, us, the rest. Chief, us.
Yeah. And Roddy rode low.
Oh yeah, he rolled low.
But not as low as the 5.
And the Durgars. So, the chief notices, not Roddy, but Kalimac and Zathras, specifically Zathras. And he first step is to, let's see,
Does it notice a two-headed half orc, or did Kalimac get off my shoulders?
I got off of your shoulders off the. No,
Okay.
no, wait. No, because. Is there light now here? No.
Yeah,
probably not.
if there was light, you would have gotten off my shoulders. If not,
Mm.
then
battle cry.
don't cry, wimp.
So his first action is to initiate with the battle cry. Rah! And the four, how many
4 minions.
4 that are with them all gain advantage. Each creature of the war chief that it chooses with their can here's battle cry, and basically they can roll with advantage. I get to do that once. Alright. Next is going to run straight forward at Zathras. Actually, or Kalimac.
Uh-oh.
Nah, he smells Zathras. He's going to take his pick up behind him. He's gonna grab his great axe, sees a challenger, and run at full speed. And as a bonus action, he can run up to double the speed aggressively towards Zathras.
what's this scale?
Is he large or medium?
He's more large than he's medium.
Yeah, roll wise, gotta check.
Yeah.
He can be whatever you want it to be. I just
he
need
could-
to
he
know
could
which
be,
one he counts as.
He counts as medium, but visually he's large. He counts as medium everywhere else, but visually he's large.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So he moves forward, sees Zathras as challenge, and he's going to do a multi-attack, 2 attacks with his great axe. All right, here we go.
This doesn't feel good.
Nope. Strength. Where is it? +6. So we're going to add +1 on top of the.
I didn't get a chance to get angry yet.
Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here.
1.
Time's up.
Sadness.
Nice knowing you guys.
There we go. There we go. Okay,
Uh-oh.
now we're cooking the fire. I loaded the wrong thing, and so that's the reason why I apologize for the delay. Here comes 2 hits.
Probably.
Bam, bam.
1 hit.
That looks terribly like a hit, yes.
All right, take 14.
Ow!
There's a little bit of spray on top of Kalimac.
Because I actually have to take 14, damn it. I'm not angry yet.
Yay.
Actually, no, it's take 9. What does it say here? It's hit. It's take 9, but I add another 1d8, so that's fine. It's taking 14 total. All right, on one of them. He hit you hard. There we go. Done it. He starts challenging you and starts swiping at you before you can even get pissed. That is his entire turn. Zathras, you are up.
Well, he growled at me. I'm going to growl at him. Roar!
I'm getting angry.
Yes, I'm getting angry. Oops, that doesn't gain me a rage. That loses me. Is he flanked
I know.
by Kalimac?
No, he has to be on the exact opposite side of him.
Oh,
You could
okay,
move.
I suppose. That makes far too much sense. Like there. Now is he flanked?
Yes. Do you have to get step 1 more up?
One more down. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, those words, with the words you said. Actually, it would have to like. I think you'd actually have to be.
I can't be anywhere other than there or there.
Yeah,
Because of the
that would be
squares.
the exact opposite side, yeah.
Yeah, or here. Hang on, whatever. Or I think here. It doesn't matter. Either there or there. I think that'll do it. Either of those 2 spots, whichever spot you want.
Okay.
You there, it's fine.
That one's safer. And I will take 2 swings at him.
Do it. His AC is 16.
With advantage, that hits. And the second one, hi-ya! That hits 2. And
They
each
both
of
hit.
these, each of these are both +2 damage. So that's 17. Wow, I rolled max.
Jeez.
And 10,
So a total of 27.
27.
All right, that's
He
good.
apparently doesn't have rage on yet either.
Assuming he's a barbarian.
Yeah.
With that, it hurts him a lot, and you can see the pain on him. But let's see. Next is whose turn?
Kalimac?
It's Callie and Roddy.
Yep. I do believe it's ours. Time to get the crossbow action going. Addendum. Is there light or is this all in darkness?
These guys can see really well. because they're orcs and they can see, and they have night dark vision, and so they're the Duergar. So it's right now dark, and you have
Okay.
disadvantage unless you can produce light sources and other stuff.
I break out a sun rod and toss it on the ground, probably blinding some people, but not my problem. And I do believe that's my major action for this round.
Okay. You
And
want to do it as a do you have any bonus actions you want to use up?
none that I use. Nope.
Roddy, it's on you.
Right.
Oh, there's light now.
And as it does, everybody like does that little like this.
Just out of curiosity, from my position, am I able to see the big orc?
Yes, yes.
You're like 15 feet from him.
That's what I'm just making sure that where I'm positioned, it's not like a bit
he's-
of a wall or anything like that that'll be blocking my view on the
Yeah.
or anything like that. That's what I'm doing.
You were like on the top part of the rock so that you could look over.
So I'm looking right. So I'm more looking down.
We're
right.
gonna say that this whatever the blue water is not the blue water. It's more like the bluish glow from the purplish whatever.
Right. Okay. Hunt.
Like, that's-
Bonus action first. Hunter's mark
Got it.
on
All right.
him.
Got
Okay.
it. There you go. I could take care of that right now.
So extra d6 for my rolls. Okay. And I am then. Oh, sorry, I'm just.
Actually, what color are you?
reaching.
There you go.
Green.
He's
Oh, I'm loving that even more. I've just reread it. So the hunter's mark applies to every attack
Yes.
until the spell ends. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Including ours.
Yeah.
so what does that mean?
So you choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry until this spell ends. No, it's ideal.
Okay.
Not you. Oh no. But there's a few things I know about Ranger that I done. Right. So I'm casting Hunter's Mark. Okay. So that'll be one of my first level spell slots gone there for that. I'm then going to, as my main action, attack with the bow. There. So there.
Dumbass.
That I guess is not a hit.
At 10, no.
No. I'm then going to launch my second attack. That should be a fucking hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Send a test message. I just want to get this message. Okay. I got this message on my screen. The
Right.
rolling 1d10, and it won't go away.
So my D8 for my attack,
Sadness.
that's rolled a 10. I've then got, and this is where I'm nasty as a ranger, right? I've got then the 1d6
Uh-huh.
for my hunter's mark. Helps if I bloody type it out properly.
Hi, Don Man.
Extra free,
Hi, done, man.
but I also have Colossus Slayer.
Oh, you picked Colossus Slayer.
Yes. So if I remember, I am just trying to remind myself with. Give me a second. I'm just remembering the exact wording of it because it's on one of my attacks. I can do an extra D. Is it a D6 or is it the same as my weapon type? That's what I'm trying to remember.
The creature takes an extra 1d8 damage if it's below its hit point maximum.
Which I assume it is because of Zathras didn't attack
Yeah.
and hitting them. So it's going to be an extra D8.
You can only do that once per turn.
Yeah, I know.
But it's still... Oh, badass. Awesome. So 13...
Rangers are good for
58
DPS.
become, 21.
Ooh.
So he's taking a total of 48. But
I know it's a concentration spell.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that hits him hard. And you can see him now. You can see him now angry and mad. His next thing is going to be now. Go ahead.
Question. I forgot I have an action to use an action. I could use action surge as a fighter, and I could take an extra action on my turn. I forgot about that.
Sure.
So, but please.
You want to take it now?
You can describe his action because the next one in the line of things is actually his minions, not him. But I would. But I was thinking about using that now. I'm sorry. So.
Go for it. Do it now.
Now there's light, and there's other things, and I have an attack action. Attack action means I get a bonus attack, don't I?
Uh-huh.
Because
Yes.
I have 2 attacks per round, so... Damn this shot. And I'm gonna shoot this guy with my crossbow in melee, because I can, because I'm a bastard like that. I'm tiny.
Do we get any penalties for being in melee with...
None, because I have this thing.
Okay, then because you have crossbow expert, you can.
Yep.
You're like, he's screaming and he's about to
Twack! That hits.
that totally hits.
That's 6 points of damage. And
6 points of damage.
And because I hit him with a one-handed weapon with my with my attack, I get to use a bonus action to attack
Sure.
because of crossbow expert. So that's a bonus action. Boom. And because I am a bastard, I'm gonna use a disarm attack on him. He needs to roll a strength saving throw against 15 or lose his weapon. And additionally, I do this damage plus this damage.
So you shoot 20.
23 more damage.
So now you're dual hand crossbowing, right?
No,
Yes.
just the one crossbow.
Well, then
Okay,
you
well,
have to
the
reload.
one shot. The
Yeah,
second-
because the crossbow expert allows me to ignore the reloading on any crossbow I'm proficient with.
What?
So it's basically a
base 165.
2-shot.
And now I get my second attack.
That was your second attack.
Nope,
That was your
that
second
was my bonus action.
I thought the 28 was your second attack.
No, that was my bonus action. Now I get my second attack. Because if I hit with a one-handed attack, I can use a hand crossbow in my hand to attack as a bonus action.
But I still want to know what you're firing the second attack.
With the
At some
crossbow.
point, you have to at some so.
At
I
some point you have to
ignore the
reload it.
loading quality, so I can reload it instantly,
Okay.
according to the rules. Unless
That's
you
fine.
overrule me.
No, we're good.
I
We're
think
good.
it's more like you see, like the stupid like if someone's firing a Winchester, you see where they like spin it, spin it around to reload it and then shoot again, spin it around to I think it's something stupid like that that's
like-
going on.
Question: did he get disarmed by my first attack?
Oh,
DC 15 strength save.
hang on, because now I have to bring him back up again.
Because that depends on what I do with my second attack.
Oops, that's the wrong one again. Jeez. Okay, here we go.
He succeeded.
He succeeded. Yeah, he did. So I'm gonna do that again. Roll it again. Only 8 points of damage to that attack. Yeah. Oh, he failed!
But he's going to use a legendary save to save on it
Oh, the magic
because he's a boss.
Dark.
He's a boss piece of poo. He's a bastard. Or
So that was another 10 damage.
A
then.
bastard. Yes.
no, that was only 8 more.
Only 8
Yeah.
damage.
8 plus 2. That's what I was
No,
reading.
that's 6,
6
plus 2.
2.
Okay.
And that's the end of my round. Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. Yes, okay. Alrighty.
Oh shit, we did it the wrong way around. I should have went last. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. But we're
I
all back to normal now.
delayed the rest of my round for you.
Aye.
Yeah, he readied an attack action.
Yeah.
So
Guppies.
So let's see. His next move is going to be. I mean, everybody else is going to attack, and these guys are going to climb up and start whacking at Roddy. This guy's going to come over here, and this guy is going to flank Kalimac. Actually, I think
Yeah,
They all can-
I would count them both to be flanking me.
it doesn't even matter because they all have advantage anyway. They have advantage no matter
Yeah.
what because.
Because of his growling.
Right, exactly right. So, let's start some attacks.
Let's do that.
And I won't be able to read them because of this damn pop-up that's stuck there. I might have to get out of Roll20 and come back in. To get rid
Just
of this
press
thing.
F5.
Oh.
So with this new roar that the orc chief does, all these other Duergar they start increasing in size as well and getting bigger, as one of their initial actions is to enlarge. And then let's see. That's my legendary action that my boss is gonna say to them, and then they're gonna start attacking with a couple of war picks. Six is the big one. Here we go. +4 to hit 11. Okay, so against Roddy.
That misses.
Roddy misses. All right. And Zathras. Misses. Oh wait, they have advantage. It doesn't matter. They're-
Oh, yeah. So far, you've rolled 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay.
Okay, and 2 against Kefrak.
Hit. Hit.
Hit.
I obviously tanking here.
So you get hit for 11 each point each time. So that's 22 total of damage on you. And that is the end of their turn. Top of the round. Top of the round. You can see at each time that the orc has been doing out the scream, the horn on top of his head starts glowing, and you can see like it's still like built into his like skin. It's all like when every time it does it, it like does one more time, like, and like builds stuff further and further in. Each time he's using its power, it's like taking over him more and more. And by this next round, you can see like on his arms, like little bits of bone are starting to pop through, almost like what you at first thought were like, I don't know, like bubbles or skin bubbles are like bursting now with like little bits of bone sticking through.
Wait, the orc chief has a boner. Okay. We thought it was monkeypox originally. Yeah, okay.
All right, next. And still with you, right in his face, he's going to take his swing attacks at you. And he's going to take another aggressive attack afterward. One of these. As a bonus action. So he's going to do 2 swings and a bonus action attack.
Ooh, he's a swinger.
Sounds bonusy.
Well, getting bones, so it makes it
No, it just
He's
hits
gonna
an
bonus.
extra +4 damage each time. All right, so here we go. Great axe, 1, 2. With
I don't know.
advantage,
I don't know who he's swinging at, but
he's swinging at you, Zathras.
okay. Well, the first
So
one
I hit
is
20 with one and 12 on the other. So you take another on a hit. You take 14 plus. You're going to take another +4. So you're going to take a total of 18 on this hit.
so I'll take 9. I'm ragey.
Yes.
Oh, but the damage was psychic.
And I'm in trouble.
And-
Well, I'm already in trouble, but below half hit points.
Nah.
That's the end of his turn. Next up is Zathras.
You make me angry.
Are you trying to get down to quarter damage?
No, there is no. That would be a neat try, though. Yeah, I'm gonna try that next time. Okay. I go choppy at him again.
All right.
Arr. You said AC 16? Okay, that hit. And rar. Oh. Advantage, I have a critical.
With advantage, you have natural 20. All right. Do 'em.
Okay. The first one, well, that was pathetic. So that's 8 because of the rage. And the other one, 18 plus
2, so
2, 20. So 28 total.
28 total. That hurts a lot. And with this one, anything else?
I just growl at him some more and say, "Why so horny?"
I'll show you horns. And then with that, he summons another power, and you can see now they're starting to more come out, and the ones that he had starting more and more porcupine. He's getting deactivated another power. Hit them hard. And everybody, the Duergars, are going to take one more round of attacks as he
it's not their turn
mentally.
yet.
No, I know. It's a power that he has.
Oh,
It's a legendary action. At the end of your turn, he uses a legendary action to smack on you again.
Because he's a boss start like that.
Because he's a boss like that.
boss turd, yes.
All right. Let's see. Go war picks. So for Roddy, and then for Zathras.
I'm getting hit twice.
Yep, you're getting hit twice. We know that.
Oh. Jeez, look at that. I mean, and I lost the thing. Where'd it go? And let's see. And you get hit twice.
Okay,
Well,
I got only hit once. Okay.
All right, you get hit once for a grand total of. Oh, poop! I'll just click on it. 12.
I'm down to 15 hit points.
Uh-oh. Nice knowing you, Shorty.
I'm sorry, 11, not 12.
16 hit points. Oh, you're fine then.
I'm fine now. I can take 2 hits.
And don't forget, you each have a
Healing potion?
Yeah, actually, I should probably search and see what type you have, so I can put the stats on here.
It's the special one that gives us invulnerability to all damage types.
Potion of healing.
Immunity to pointy things. I have half immunity to pointy things.
Oh, it's 2d4 plus 2. So you each have 2 of those
Okay.
that are 2d4 plus 2. Those are common.
Yeah.
And somebody's got some berries.
No, I've got your wounds on.
All right, so that was Zathras' turn. Kali, you're next. You just got smacked really hard by these two dudes. I mean, you're surrounded. You got an orc chief with his back turned towards you, and you got these dudes trying to like protect him from you.
Right. So, these two guys are too close to me. I don't like it. So I'm gonna shoot at them. First off, shoot at that guy over there, which is the guy over there.
Which guy?
That one.
Leftmost.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Twang. And I'm going to use a point to disarm him. So he has to roll the strength check to be undisarmed, unless he dies to the damage, which is this plus this. 18 points of damage. 16 points of damage. Sorry.
All right, so the Duergar rolls a strength saving throw of 20.
Steady, so he gets to keep his weapon.
And he gets hit for how much?
16.
16?
Yes.
For 16. 16. That takes him out. His total is at
Okay.
15.
He's disarmed anyway.
Yeah. Well, no. He still
no,
has
I'm
his
sorry.
weapon as he's falling.
I'm reading wrong. That's his AC. His AC is 16. My bad.
Oh.
His AC is 16. His hit points are... It's close. I mean, it's hurt him a lot. It hurts him a lot. It hurt him plenty. He's so close to death.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my bonus action, so shoot him again.
Okay. That hits.
And that's 7 points of damage.
That is more than enough to take him out. So we have one of these fools. This guy who...
He did.
I'm just going to take him off the map.
Then my
Enough.
second attack to shoot at the other remaining Durga.
So here we're just like... Doom, doom, doom. So anyways, I start blasting.
Ooh, that's so close.
Missed him twice.
In one attack. Damn.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean he's ready for... I mean, he's seen you take out the other guy. Oh, you don't get me that like that easy. And he starts deflecting and using his pickaxe to like shift and move around, causing you to miss easily. But you killed one of them. Roddy, you're up.
Yeah.
And
The
would you like
enlarge
to
does
move?
not reduce the armor class.
Would you like to move, do anything like that?
I am going to move back just one space.
No, I meant Kalimac, because if you move
Oh, no,
out of his range, he takes
I-
a free B action.
I don't want to move. I'm gonna stick here.
Well, the orc chief is facing me, so you could theoretically move here and not take a
No.
opportunity.
Both of them get an attack of opportunity if I leave them melee range.
even if he's turned around.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, give me a...
technically he's paying attention to both sides. That's why he gets the disadvantage. That's why you get the advantage when attacking him.
What's the range
Okay.
on these smaller guys? Are they 5 feet?
They're much bigger now. The
I know.
cabin is large.
I'm saying
The
smaller
effect-
guys and relative to them not being the boss.
The effect does not give them reach.
Right.
The weapons
So,
might, but they're using picks. So,
no, those are 5 feet from memory.
yep.
Also, I gave you a sword too, by the way, that you could use.
I know, but I believe that the war chief needs to go down.
All right.
Because of the way I'm seeing him buffing all these guys. So if we take out the war chief, he's going to stop buffing them.
All right.
So I'm going to take a step. No, not him. He moves out of the way. I take a reaction. No, I'm joking. I step backwards. There, so you get a free attack on me.
All right.
If you
Finally, the
want
first
to-
one, maybe I'll actually hit you this time.
Shit, you do.
With a natural 20, my God. You
No,
get
that
hit
was only a
before-
17.
No, I hit a natural 24.
That's a
No.
24, yeah.
I see 21 on my screen.
I see
You need to
24.
scroll down. All right,
Yeah,
anyways.
scroll down.
Oh, my bad. Wasn't scrolled down far enough.
So it's 2d8 plus 2. So basically it's I'm gonna double this. It's gonna be 22 total damage. You get hit for, I mean, when he started leaving, I mean, he's been anticipating that. And he takes a big old, and in your back, you get a pickaxe scraping you across your back, and it penetrates through the armor, and blood splatters everywhere as you like escape out of it. But it took a nice chunk from you.
Okay, what's
Does it
the
distract
damage?
you at all? A
What's
total of 22.
22 damage.
Yes,
22 damage.
it was a crit. So
Yeah.
Right, okay. I don't think I can roll because I'm going to need to do a concentration roll to see if my
Spell remains.
spell remains. That's only going to succeed if I hit a nat 20. Well, then I'm trying to remember, how does concentration work? It's either 10 or half the damage I took, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you
Right. So no, I only need to roll over a 12.
11.
No, roll a 12 or the pass it. Right. No, is it? Do I have to equal it? So then, right. Well,
Yeah.
right. So it's not as bad as I thought it was.
No.
So, and it's a constitution roll, isn't it?
Constitution save throw, which is at the one on the
yeah,
top
that
left.
didn't work.
Nope. So Hunter's Mark's gone.
Fantastic.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I love it.
Yeah, that might be correct, yeah.
Yeah, it's gone. But that was just my move. So as for my bonus action, Hunter Marks
again.
goes back on.
Okay.
And then I take my shots.
All right, do it.
Okay. So my longbow, 16 is going to hit.
16 is going to hit.
Okay.
Wait. Against the Orc Chief?
Against the Orc Chief.
Yeah, his AC is 16.
Yep.
Yeah, it hits.
So that's 9 shot. That's a hit of 9. And then the D6 from the Hunter's Mark is 4.
Wow.
Then the D8, because I'm just going to apply the closest layer. That's 5.
Total of
18 total.
And then my second shot. There.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
That's a miss. Okay, so I've shot 4 arrows so far.
And another one just like slams into his back, and this one brings him down to like one knee as he's like, "Argh!" And he rains out one. At the end of your turn, he's gonna scream out, roll out one more time, and the horn glows, and you can see all the little spines around him just get a little bit bigger. But although now that they're getting a little bit bigger, like a few of them are falling off because he's like just getting damaged like crazy, and he's bleeding out. But with this, he gets up stronger, and you can see like it's helping him heal, and this thing is like glowing and helping him heal, but barely helping him stay up alive. So that's the end of his turn.
That was the
Kelly,
end of Roddy's turn.
Roddy's turn. He used his healing surge. Duragars are up next, and this guy's pissed, and he's gonna move forward at you and take one more swing at you, Roddy.
Right.
As well as everybody else in order.
It's going to help if I remember to take my health down to what it's meant to be at.
Also, they are no longer swinging with advantage.
Okay.
Because that made
ship
him use
sailed.
it. That made him use that up. So here's a normal attack.
Good
And
thing it
here's
wasn't
another-
with advantage.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I don't think I could have taken that like that.
Woo!
So he moved up here, right? You said.
Yeah,
Roddy,
he moved
yeah,
up
okay.
towards you, and with a deadly look in his eye, and takes another swing at you, and life flashes before your eyes as you just duck as it just barely slices over your head. Zathras, and then only against Catherick now. 19, that still hits.
He can only hit you, it seems,
You get hit for 11.
on his own turn.
I have 5 hit points left.
And it's this guy you could tell is the real deal, and he's going at it. He's doing his best to protect the orc chief. Don't worry, I got him. This one's not going anywhere. Orc chief's not even paying attention as his entire concentration is still on. Oh, I can't even move him. Can I? Nope.
Of who?
There we go. As his concentration is still on Zathras. He's going to take his 2 swings at you.
Ow! Nice knowing you
boy.
guys.
And let's see. So you take the 11 and... Wait, I get the wrong one. What's your health at now?
I don't know. How much am I taking?
Oh,
Hard to tell. Hard to tell.
Sorry, he hits for 14 and 14.
Jeez.
So
So 14
14
and double 14?
yeah, 14 and double 14 would be yeah. So in essence, you take
That would be 42.
No.
42. So you can.
So I take 21. Okay, I'm at
21.
4.
No, what?
I take half.
No. Right, so you hit. How many times did he hit?
Twice.
Twice.
Twice,
and
but one of them was a critical.
Ah, right.
The
Okay.
critical only doubles the die roll, not the other modifiers. And I don't think his axe does 12, more than 12 damage with the die.
No, but he adds something else to it. But hang on.
That doesn't
so-
multiply.
As it is, or we could do 11, or take the lesser of it by me rolling this, which would be. Oh, but the problem is that he rolls differently. The orc chief rolls different than the orc.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. It hits you for a total of 21. You're lowish. He's
I'm
got
at
this
4 hit
other
points.
ability called aggressive, which adds a 1d8 to the attack, or Grumat's Fury, which is the horn power.
Ah, okay.
He's got a lot
Yep.
of stuff super buffing his hits. But I mean, he's down to he's barely hanging on to life.
You're
and
welcome,
this is the
guys.
end of his turn. Zathras, Kali, Roddy, finish him
Well,
off.
I know what my bonus actions are going to be, but my action is going to still be to hit him. Actually, I'll hit him once, and if he goes down, I'll hit the guy behind me. But we'll see if he goes down on the hit. 17.
Hits.
Ooh, not bad. That's maximum. 17.
For a total of 17 against the Orc Chief.
Yes.
He's close. He's so close. That one rocks him back, and
Oh,
he's
shit.
just struggling. And so far, he's been both of you are pounding at each other with his axe, and he's struggling with his last one.
All right. Well, I guess I have to swing again.
That hits.
Ooh. What did I roll? A 19 or something? Yes.
Looks-
Yeah.
Close. So 13 more.
That's more than enough. How do you want to do this?
I'm going to use the axe to remove the horn from his head.
Fantastic.
I'm scalping him, basically.
Fantastic. As you know, as you detected one shot into his belly, and he crouches down again on one knee, and it's just they're huffing and huffing. You can see the horn still there. You pull back your axe, and it almost looked like you're going to behead it, but instead, at the last second, you twist your wrist, and you almost cleanly chop off. In fact, it's from here to here. The top of him falls off, and with it, the horn that you can see underneath behind it, still attached to the skull or bits, or tendrils or roots starting to bed himself, and it's just the top of his head is just now splurt, splurt, splurt. You can see brain and everything as he just topples over dead in front of you.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to Drink a healing potion.
Roll me 2d4.
Ooh, max bonus.
There you go.
Bonus. Nachos.
I can actually survive an attack from an orc, unless they run away.
Zathras, Kali, and Roddy, you're up.
You want to go first, Mister?
Apparently, it is my turn to go first,
Yes.
so I'm gonna shoot this guy in front of me. Like, fine. Why you wanna play like that? Twank. Ooh, that's a
Oops.
natural 1. I get the reroll.
Oh,
boy.
shit! I forgot about that. Instead, you get a crit. Okay.
Because I add a D8 to that, because fuck you. He has to do a thingy, but let's roll the regular damage and then add the 2d8 to that, because fuck you. Okay, it's only 3 extra damage, but 17 points of damage.
It's a 17. He's very close. That hurt him a lot.
And he
He's gotta
needs to
roll a
reroll
something?
for disarm.
15.
That's
Yeah, he's
enough.
fine.
Now I'm going to attack him a second time.
Attempt you a second time.
Okay,
Okay,
that
I don't think
hits.
you can fail to kill him.
That absolutely with that. Oh.
And as a bonus action, I use my second wind to get one. I get some hit points back.
There you go.
6 hit points minimum. Ah!
Oh, sadness.
D10 plus 5. What's that for? Oh, second win.
Yeah.
What you'd say there in a second, like you take this like slow meditative breathing as like your to get your blood pressure to stop, like just making your blood just squeeze out like crazy as if now you're in control. And
He's just
It is-
sniffing dead Dwergar. That's all he's doing.
Roddy, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Oh, and this guy, did he die? Yes, he died, right? Yes.
Yeah, he did.
So you can move or do anything you want.
I can move Hunter's Mark.
No, I mean
onto some-
Kalimac. I mean Kalimac if you wanted to.
I only have movement actions, so. Actually, yeah. There we go.
Okay.
No running away from you, bitch.
Now it's Roddy's turn.
I'm just double checking something first.
Last time you moved away from him, it was a bad
I know.
idea.
Yeah. So because the war chief's dead, I am just. Yeah. So because the spell is still in effect, I'm going to do my bonus action to cast the actual.
You can move it to him as a bonus action,
Yep.
correct? The Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
And as you look at him now, you're like, you're next. And he can feel the,
Mhm.
you can see like in his eyes something as it glows. Yeah, you got Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
And you could use your sword against him too now since he's up close. Drop
Yeah.
2 attacks.
I am going to then drop my short sword and let's take a swing at him. It's just I haven't actually got it put into the sheet, so just give me a second. Is roll 1d20. And just try to remember the bonuses because it's a finesse weapon. It'll be my dex bonus plus my proficiency bonus. My
Yeah,
attack
except that it's
roll.
1d6. I put it wrong. It's 1d6. Let me fix this real quick for you.
Alright. Oh. Did
Yeah,
you actually
alright.
put it in there?
It's
Sorry.
already, it's all put in there now.
Thank you.
27.
That hits.
So that's a 10 for that attack. Then the roll 1d6 for Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark on a. I thought that was a ranged weapon thing.
Nice. Okay, so
No.
13. Yeah.
Any attack.
It's a spell, yeah. It's just
Cool.
it's his way of tracking and killing. Yeah, he's all about you fucking die.
Yeah. Just confirming that I'm guessing this is the first time he's taken damage.
He's the first time he's taking damage, and
Right, that's fine.
You finally caught him by surprise, like
Okay. Then my second Second attack. There.
That
Yep.
hits.
8.
8 plus, yeah, that's totally. And I think you also get the 1d6 as well.
1d6. And now my closest slayer.
I think he's
Yeah.
already dead, but okay.
Comes
Yeah,
in
he's
there.
super dice.
He's dead already. Okay.
Yeah, like with your sword, you just take two massive, like you drop the crossbow and you pull it out from your belt and
Long
swipe. And now it's an elven blade, so it's a little bit curved, and you very masterfully use of it, and it just slashes him, and he falls over dead. Cool.
Yeah, it's one of those draw, slide back in motions.
And next is this Duergar.
This one is mine.
Who's surrounded. Here's you say that and fuck.
He could try to surrender.
We were told to kill everybody, so it really
Yeah, this is very interesting.
He doesn't know that.
This is very interesting. With everybody dead, he looks around and he just drops it. Wait, no. I was just here for the loot. I'm not after whatever anything this was all about.
Zathras, your turn.
We have our orders. Kill them all.
Wait, nah! Do it.
15.
Yeah, absolutely. Just however viciously or not viciously you want to take him out, he's a goner.
Well, I've been practicing aiming at heads, but his head was much lower than the orc chief's. So I guess I
sideways slice.
Yes, just a sideways slice.
Just enough for the neck and the other arm.
Yeah.
Chopped off.
That happens, and blood splatter, it disappears and it goes, and the camera quickly cuts to, so that it doesn't appear too quickly, looks over at the rolling and what was left over of the previous skull. Split open skull that still has the horn of Orcus. Still with, like, now the chain is, it's partially not even, since it's kind of half attached to the body of Hector, but the scalp is there on the ground until the camera tracks somebody reaching down and picking it up.
No, it's actually a long tentacle wraps it around the horn, and it gets pulled by the whip.
Nice. Fantastic. That happens.
You got it.
Whip it good.
Let's get the hell out of here, boys. It's time to run.
And with that, you get on the walkie-talkie.
Accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Roger that.
Send in the Dwarven cleanup platoon.
Roger that. So we'll send in the cleaning patrol. And with that, he starts making his way, and then the camera fades to once again at the same inn, or at same sanctuary now, where Luna was at, and you're walking in with I don't know, however you want to transport this thing out of sight, out of view. Keep in mind it's very, very dangerous.
Oh no, wrong empire. I was going to say a lead box.
They have those here.
Wrong one. Okay, in a lead box.
They definitely have those here, and it's a lead chest box ornative.
Yeah.
And you present it forward, and Luna, with her very delicate, almost translucent white hands, grabs them. And in stark contrast to this dark chest that is dark mahogany wood, we will keep this safe. We know exactly what to do with this.
Does it still have orc skull connected to it, or did that fall off?
Make nature check. Well, we open it up. Let's do a nature check and see
Well,
how.
I'm
this
just
comes
thinking
out.
when we put it into the box.
I
But
know.
okay, somebody else roll a nature
Dim,
check.
dim.
I get -1 on nature checks.
Or Arcanum checks.
Oh, that's
Well,
just as
I'm
bad.
I'm 2 points better at it than you on both of these.
That's an intelligence thing. Not me. The only intelligence thing I can sort of do is investigate. Oh, I guess it's Roddy.
Roddy is a ranger. If it doesn't have nature, then nobody has.
You can thank Carlos for that if it's no nature.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's,
no nature.
Well, there you go.
I have a +1 modifier. Shall I roll?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, that's investigation, but it's the same roll anyway. 20.
Oh, there we go. With the camera, like, as she's opening it up, the camera zooms in on it, and you can see where it was still like the scalp is still there, but you can see like slowly slopping off, like as if it's quickly putrefying and sliding off of the horn. And she says, "It's what I thought. The skin would not hold and is returning back to its form. Very dangerous weapons like these. Give you lots of power, but at a cost. You caught him early. Was he much of a challenge?"
2 of us almost died.
Yeah, it's just a flesh wound.
And did you get them all?
We got all the people with him,
Mhm.
but we left the remnants to the dwarven mine guards.
We got the
And-
priests that he had. We got the priests he had, and him, as well as a couple of gods, but that's it.
Good. Good.
They were trying to do some sort of a ritual.
Involving crystals. They wanted more
Yes.
crystals for it.
Did they say what they were looking for?
No.
More crystals. Oh, they were trying to open a hole. He talked about, we'll get you soon, or get to you soon, over the area they were trying to cast a spell onto, or some
Mumbo jumbo like that.
mumbo jumbo, yeah.
We'll have to dwell on this. Thank you for your services. We may have need to call on you again. For now, our times and our tasks are done. As we had promised, 3,000 gold, 1,000 for each of you, and various gems, platinums, and diamonds and jewels. She brings out three small satchels.
Thank
Rest
you.
well. I think times will be interesting soon. Stay sharp. I'm sure we'll have need of your services again.
No problem.
And with that, we'll end the session.
In the session.
Actually, ending a one shot in one shot?
What is this
Wow.
nonsense? Who are you? What did you do? Who are you? What did you do to our Carlos?
Yeah.
I was
Carlos.
challenged and I put it through. Somebody said, Sarah said that no, I couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm sure I can do it. No, and Froggy too.
Carlosito's coming. Carlosito's coming. Carlosito's coming to get us all.
Well,
This has to be mechanically the most fun character I've played. I love the mechanics on this one. It's I literally used all my class resources on that fight in 2 turns, or 3 turns. But it's so satisfying when you can use that burst. Like technically,
Yes.
if I could have had the action surge on the first round, I could have gotten 4 hits and used all my character resources. And that would have been amazing, but no.
well, I threw quite a big challenge at you guys. You guys did well.
How many hit points did that orc chief
I have no clue.
You just felt like, okay, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. Like,
It's a lot. I think it's rated for 93, so it got just about there, like maybe like 100. Total damage was given to him. So because he had a healing surge at one point.
yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, and those Durgar were like at 20 each, so that was a good fight for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yep.
Yeah, I had fun. I couldn't keep an accent. I had that much fun.
Again, just pulled this one out of nowhere.
Yep.
That's easy. Go get a thing. There's a boss. What do you think would be good for an after scene? What would you guys be doing with the money?
Well, the way I would do the after scene is I would just have a, it's like the last shot is of the box that just starts to shake.
No. The last shot is of the box that starts to shake, and then it's grabbed on by 2 green hands.
No, it starts to shake, and then it cuts to us, and we're just going, see, I told you Shawarma's nice.
Oh,
I was actually thinking about like the
Marvel,
2
do
green
not
hands.
sue us.
Yeah.
Marvel, do not sue us.
2 green hands picking up the box, and as the box moves, it reveals a dead god against the wall, bleeding, blood splattered all over, and then the sound of a door closing.
Fantastic. Oof, so many good choices.
Which one are you gonna go with?
But the boxes, I want to know what you guys are spending with your monies. But
The obvious
takes it.
answer would be to try to get myself a +1 crossbow.
She grabs the so Luna carefully carries this into with the rest of the accounts. There's accounts, and there's a table with runes, and you can see the sign of cone of silence here. Allura's there, a few other mages, and almost all of them, you can only tell by their voices and a little bit because the camera zooms in quickly to them, but most of them have their black hoods, different colors, each one black, purple, red, blue, green, surrounding the box, and you just hear them, and it's like just mahogany, not moving, not doing anything, and everybody's staring at it. Does that mean they're coming? It means that they're trying to find a way in. How many are aiding them? Nobody knows. But we should know. I'm gonna want to request more spies everywhere. My team can handle that. And then Allura pulls back her hood, her white eyes. This is beyond me. I cannot even penetrate. I cannot even penetrate. And that's when it starts like shaking and shifting, and the wood around it starts like going like darker and darker and it starts catching like a bit of flame as where it started burning up, and then as there's a gas from all the people there, and then one of the girls, Luna, steps forward. Her hands translucent, and just there's a little quick cone of magical spray and a little breeze of frost and like fire extinguisher comes out, freezes it. And where the box was like lighting up and catching on fire, only like the remains of the symbols of where it burned there is, and there is two X's.
Ah, Exxon back again.
Then the after credits scene. There's this little farmhouse out middle of nowhere. Several kids running around it. Several species introduced. And introduced. There's a sign that says Jericho or Faneri. and there's a guy sitting coming to talk to this half elf, going, "Sir, I'm here to talk to you about the Vengeance Initiative."
And another farmhouse with a rather short person and their slightly larger mother sitting at a table.
Oh,
When the comment came down, we're going to need to send out spies. The order one pricks up his ears and said, "Somebody call."
I am summoned.
We're getting the whole gang back together. Yeah, what's Fang doing? Oh right, we don't know. That was a cliffhanger.
That was a cliffhanger.
no, because I think as we
They ran
described
away,
it,
but
the last time we saw Fing was him saying, "No, you run.
I'll hold
I'll hold them back." So I think potentially if we're doing a thing,
They're on their own side adventure,
yeah,
which may or may not happen. Who knows?
We
They
may
have
or may
gotten
not
got.
see it.
yeah.
It may have gotten got. It might be its own adventure. There was talk of their what was it, a half orc father coming for. I know I'd have to reach back at it, but
Yeah.
no, I am not your father.
things are in motion. We want to know if Fang is okay. Who knows? Find out next time when we host another episode of Tabletop Theater. And
That was fun. That was fun.
Dun dun dun. Yes, exactly.
Dun dun dun.
I'm glad you were able to use a bunch of your stuff, and you just built that character immediately, quickly, right?
To be honest, I built this character before. I just was rehashing what I did not build this as a halfling before, and that was a positive surprise.
That was just funny because
it's
you
funny
had that lucky feat, that natural lucky feat from
Oh my goodness.
halflings come to you.
It was definitely worth it.
Yeah. No.
Thank you for borrowing Roddy.
Yep. That was all. It's the one of the shit. It's like, as I said, I kind of grabbed it and I did a few things that I've done before with Rangers. It's like, yeah, but I've never really looked at marksman. I'll be honest.
Yeah, the sharpshooter one is a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Froggy. That's a compliment.
What? Froggy gives you a compliment? What did you do to deserve that?
I
ran the
ran a
session.
good game, I suppose.
That's
How did you guys like the intro?
Mhm.
I was working. I wanted started with a bang.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a little
kinda
hoarse.
It makes me think it's kind of like reminiscent of like a kind of James Bond start. Yeah.
I think it's there to highlight like what your characters can do quickly and get used to it. And plus, you know, adventures are fast paced and just hold on because shit's gonna happen. So it's a great way of just me throw. If you guys have been through it before, so it's a good way of being like, here, you're in the middle of it, fucking fight. I don't know. I experiment with intros sometimes,
Mhm.
but I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad it was fun. You enjoyed watching it. I guess what's next weekend?
Oh, next weekend I will not be available. I will have a night shift on 4th to 5th. So you can do something without me if you want.
Oh,
But
and maybe I will be doing a birthday stream.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's my birthday next Saturday.
Oh,
There
Okay,
you go.
my condolences.
Okay, I want to run idea by you, but I'll run it fully with when the girls are in also.
Yeah.
So I've been talking to Stephen about potentially doing like a Hunter Harrington style campaign. Okay.
A what?
So
Honor Harrington,
yeah,
the David Weber sci-fi
Dave-
series.
basically it's like Hornblower in space. Okay.
Ratio Hornblower.
Yeah.
If that means anything more to you. Basically,
Yes.
a character starts off as a flunky and on a ship. In this case, in the Hunter Harrington, it's on a spaceship instead of a sailing ship.
Yeah.
And goes through a whole bunch of adventures and gets higher and higher in rank and goes through more adventures and gets higher and higher in rank
Yeah.
until they're like a fleet commander.
Yeah, it's not just that, but it's more like looking at stuff of like, so like the idea is potentially you would be member, crew of a naval warship of some kind, okay, but you're having to deal with like possibly like the first couple of like sessions would be stuff like dealing with war games, dealing with the politics. I know. I'm wanting to try and use fate instead
Yeah. Okay.
to do it, because instead of going over the top with the combat, okay, I want to see if I can use fate to tell it more narratively
Sure.
combat
Sure, that makes sense.
instead of, because Hunter Hunting, I like the battles in that, but the issue is if you try to do it mechanically, I think you'll just get bogged down.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, I think the only way you could potentially do it is narrative style, and I think Fate could do it. One of the things I might do to make it a bit more interesting is I might ask you guys to roll multiple characters. Okay, so that you might, you might have like one character is potentially an officer on the ship, while another one's enlisted man on the ship.
Somebody on the bridge and somebody down below.
Yeah, the idea is then hopefully, depending on what's the situation that's going on, you might have then a more appropriate, instead of you trying to shoehorn a character into a scene that doesn't make sense, you've got potentially a character that can take a part in the scene if you want to. Okay, it's just to give you guys more ways of getting involved in the storyline.
Yeah, the tactical officer isn't going to be going down on damage control or something like that.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. We'll see.
You don't have to, because as I said, the issue the only problem I have with it as a system, if I have you running multiple characters, is probably would be every combat round I'll be asking you to pick which of your characters is doing an action, and then the rest of it's just assume that they're doing what they're needing to do, but you're saying this is a character I want to be focusing the action on. Okay, there, so it's it's their time to shine in the combat sort of thing. So it will be instead, because if I got the girls involved and then we then had 10 characters, combat would drag out if I asked you all to then do all your character roles. Okay, and one combat turn I would just say, look, no, you do your, you pick
Your appropriate character.
your appropriate character. Okay,
Okay.
that's an idea. Okay.
Sounds like fun.
Some of the fate skills might be a little weird ones, but
Yeah, that's the thing. That will be what I'll be talking
let's
to
go
you.
riding. Yeah.
That'll be what I'll be talking to you about, Stephen, because I'll be talking about like which ones do we keep, which ones do we change or adjust. There's stuff in the space toolkit which probably be more appropriate, so we can just have a look at that. There, we'll do it that way. Because you can then keep me right with the basic fiction, just to make sure I'm not doing something stupid or I'm forgetting something. There. Also, we can then not only that, but if we have more characters, I think there can be a bit more freedom. That if you wanted to, you can feel more obliged to. You know what? I actually want a character to have that heroic death. Rushing into the engineering room with radiation leaking from the reactor to,
Sure.
So
cut
Spock.
a few.
Or
Using
or
Spock.
alternatively going like, so this is the alien artifact we were looking for.
Mhm.
Good.
You
It's
know,
mine now.
you have more. You have more freedom to experiment because you then still have another so you then still have another character in the game to potentially play with until you make a new
NPC.
Yeah.
a new
Not
character.
NPC,
character.
a new crew
No
member,
PC.
yeah.
a new crew member. So you're not being we're not being forced in a situation where you might be out for 2 or 3 sessions until we can find out a place to insert you into. That's the other reason why I'm thinking that, because potentially this can be a deadly campaign there.
You can scale up the deadliness by a factor.
Well, this is the thing when it comes to in Fate, you always kind of determine whether or not you think if your character's getting taken out, whether that is your character dying or what, because you can concede beforehand, okay, before you get taken out, and that means no matter what your character survives, it could be that you're just
Captured by the Havenites.
yeah, exactly. It's never explained fully. You're just being found in the wreckage. Okay. Your potential, that could be, we cut over to another scenario where, you're actually a prisoner of war. That sort of thing,
And by the way, Wooster, I have some bad news for you. As far as I remember, there are no aliens. Everybody's human. Well, humanoid.
Yeah, there is actually aliens in.
Well, that's true.
Just
And
most of them
Miles.
aren't sentient. There's very few other sentient races.
I want my second character to be a tree cat. Sorry, that means nothing to you two, but or actually, I want my primary character to have a tree cat. Yeah,
Fair enough. Yeah.
I don't even know what.
Okay, a tree cat is basically, imagine a cat
With
that
6
probably
limbs.
weighs, with 6 limbs, because most creatures on Sphinx have 6 limbs. That you have an extra padding on your shoulder because he rides around on your shoulder, and he can feed you people's emotions. And eventually, later in the series, they actually develop like sign language so they can actually talk. But yeah,
Wow. Okay.
cool little critter.
Well, sounds fun. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fade.
Yep,
This
yep.
took a
I
lot
should
of my
be- I should be
emotional
doing-
energy out of this.
It's actually Mrs. Wooster's birthday, so
Oh, happy Wooster birthday, Mrs. That didn't work out.
But yeah, I should probably be quitting so I can go to sleep and be awake at the birthday celebrations.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
her birthday's
Alright.
May 29th. Oh, okay.
no comment.
Happy day. Yes. Happy successful rotation around the sun.
Yes. I have the raid ready, so it's time for us to wish you all the very best of
Ooh.
Bonus nachos.
Bonus nachos. Nice. Who we're rating?
Nom, 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 nom.
some new guys.